Hello guys and welcome to Salesforce for Noobs. In this video I'm going to explain object level security and field level security in Salesforce. So this is the part 1 of object level security and field level security in Apex. So part 1 is about reading the data, so it means respecting field level and object level security while reading the data. And we will have another part for writing in database, meaning respecting object level and field level security while doing DML operations. Okay, so what we have here, so I created a custom tab which is named custom form, which is not very creative, but anyway, that's not the main focus of the video. So I have here custom app page, and on this app page I have two Lightning Web components. First Lightning Web component is this one, and second one is this one. So first one is here, this one, security in Apex, and second one is Lightning record form. Okay, so first of all I want to show you a picture. And then I will explain about Lightning record form, okay? Okay, so this picture really describes what logic is executed under user mode and what is executed under system mode, okay? Sorry, I had pneumonia, so yeah, so standard UIs, API calls, execute anonymous window, so code executed from execute anonymous window, standard controllers, Lightning form components, meaning that Lightning record form is also executed in user mode, and LDS endpoint. So this stuff is executed in user mode, which means that while executing, it respects object level and field level security by default, okay? However, system mode is pretty opposite. It doesn't respect object level and field level security, okay? Whatever you see here, they do not respect object level and field level security by default. However, we can enforce security, and I will show you how, okay? So what I wanted to mention is that it's not about only field level and object level security, but in user mode, system also respects, for example, permissions like view setup and configuration, and so on and so on. Okay, but in system mode, it's neglected. Right. So I showed you the Lightning record form. If you don't know what is Lightning record form, in short, to explain, it's something which is provided by Salesforce, and it has some default built-in functionality. So this is the only HTML which I have here. However, as you can see, I have here the full form, right? So you don't have to build form manually. You can reuse this Lightning record form, and you can update or insert data with this Lightning record form. Okay, I have provided here just object API name and also fields, right? Sorry, wrong file. Here, the fields and object API name. Here I have account, but then I decided to go with opportunity, so you can ignore this line of the code. So I have here fields and object API name. That's it. And as you can see, Lightning form components, they respect object level and field level security. Okay, they respect it. So here I am logged in as me. I am system admin, and as you can see, I can write in any field I want. Okay, I can write in any field I want. However, if I go to this second window, I'm logged in here as a pink elephant, and pink elephant doesn't have edit access on amount. They can read amount field, but they cannot write into it, okay? So as you can see, amount field is disabled for me. I cannot write anything here, right? So that's what I mean when I'm saying that Lightning record form is respecting object level and field level security, okay? Yeah, that's what I wanted to show you, how it looks by default when by default object level and field level security is respected. And now let's pay attention to another component. As you can see here, as I mentioned here, I have second Lightning component. If I refresh the page, this error is keeping coming up. Wait, let me refresh again. Yeah, you do not have access to tracking number. However, if I keep refreshing this page, no error is coming up. Let me refresh again and again. Nothing happens, and I get the data populated here, right? However, here I just get default data because I'm giving opportunity name. Opportunity name has default value as empty string, and opportunity amount has default value of 0, and tracking number has also default value of empty string. So let me show it to you in the code. Yeah, as you can see, let me drag it here. Yeah, so opportunity name. So yeah, they are getting. So here we are getting values from variables, right? Here, and as you can see, they are default values. Okay, and default values are showing up here. And then what's happening in this security in Apex Lightning component JS file is really simple, nothing complex. I'm getting opportunities from Apex class, and I'm populating then these variables, which are opportunity name, opportunity amount, and tracking number. Okay, and that's pretty much it. Then I'm throwing errors if any, and yeah, that's really it. Nothing complex here. And let's go in security in Apex class. So what happens here, and why I'm getting that error? Which, when I'm refreshing the page, I see you do not have access to tracking number when any occurs for pink elephant user. Okay, so as you can see here, I have here the query. However, query is inside the if statement, and this if statement is basically checking if current user, under which this execution context is executed, has access to tracking number field on opportunity. Okay, so if it is accessible, then I'm going to return list of opportunities, which is actually one opportunity because I have here limit 1. Okay. However, if this if statement isn't executed, then we are not returning anything, so code continues, and then we are throwing error, custom error, and we are saying you do not have access to tracking number. Okay, that's why we are getting this error, because pink elephant doesn't have access to tracking number field because I took it away from pink elephant's profile. Okay, let me prove it to you. So if I go here, and we don't need this picture anymore, I think. Profiles, and pink elephant's profile is service team. Right, opportunity. Page layout. No. Yeah, here. Field level security. View and tracking number. Yeah, as you can see, no access, no read access, no edit access. And on amount, as I mentioned, they have read access, however they don't have edit access. That's why it's disabled for pink elephant. You see, I cannot type anything in amount. Yeah, so they don't have tracking, they don't have access to tracking number. That's why this is not executed. This part is not executed, and then this error is thrown. Okay, but this is kinda so. This checking from schema about accessing the fields was used mainly in past, but now we have also something different in Apex, which I will show you, right? But I want to also mention that isAccessible isn't only method which you can use. So you also have other methods, okay? Like which are is updatable, is creatable, is deletable, right? So you can check specific permissions, okay? And you can explore it also by yourself, because I don't want to like go through each and everything, each and every method, for example, of schema, etc., because it will take a huge amount of time, and the video will be like hours long. So yeah, let me show you now what we have in Apex, which we can use to respect field level and object level security. Okay, so I have here saved some piece of code. Okay, so this part is commented out basically. We don't need it. Okay, so let me explain what happens here. So as you can see, I'm not checking anything before query. I'm not checking something from schema, right? And I'm not checking isAccessible or whatever. I'm directly writing the query. However, here we can see with the user mode. With user mode is ensuring that this query retrieves fields which current user has access to. And also it enforces security on object level, right? So because, for example, if current user doesn't have access on opportunity, then the query will not return anything, okay? And I will demonstrate something like that, so on object level security also in this video, okay? But first of all, let me explain on field level, all right? Okay, so this one is not, I think I don't need this one. Okay, so basically what's gonna happen is that if we are trying to access the field if we are trying to reference and query the field which current user doesn't have access to, and yeah, we have here user mode, then error will occur, right? So this, since it's in try catch, it will go in catch block. And this exception, okay, so this will return, so exception.getInAccessible_fields will return a map, okay? Map will be something like this, so set string like this. So key of the map is a subject name. In this case it will be opportunity, so it will look something like this, opportunity, and then set of field names which are inaccessible, and in this case such a field will be tracking number. So in this case this set will have only one element, right? So as you can see, I'm getting inaccessible fields, which is this entire map, and then I'm getting opportunity, so I'm accessing this opportunity, and now I'm getting this set, right? And I'm looping through the set, right? So I'm looping through the field names, and in this case it has only one field name. And I'm going to edit in inaccessible fields. So now this set of strings will this will hold one value, right, which is tracking number, right? That's what it is. Okay. Right. And then what I'm doing here is that I'm throwing the error following fields are inaccessible for you, and here I'm using this set which I just filled in with tracking number string, and I'm using string join method, which actually it will transform set into string. So if you have multiple elements in set, or you can also use this on lists, then it will become string. So you can kind of concatenate them, or like you can separate them actually with some values. In this case I'm using comma, right? But I have anyway only one element here, which is only tracking number. And let's see on UI how it looks like, how the error looks like, right? So I will deploy this, and I want to open the window which is yeah, right. I have to return opportunities. Okay. Let me open the pink elephant window and go to inspect. Right, following fields are inaccessible for you. And we see tracking number, right? This is expected result. Yeah, so if I delete this with user mode and deploy and refresh, it will not throw any errors, and it will just fill the details, right? As you can see, opportunity name, opportunity amount, and yeah. So by default, this query is executed with system mode. Okay, by default, that's what it is. Okay. However, if you want to respect field level and user and object level security, you have to use user mode. And also, I mentioned that we can respect object level security. So if you don't have access to the object itself, a query will not return anything, right? So let me do this. So pink elephant doesn't have access to leads at all, okay? I took away access to leads from their profiles, okay? So they cannot access. Pink elephant cannot access leads. So let me write here lead and lead and leads ID name from lead with user mode. And please notice here, like I have here, so I'm catching here query exception, and also I'm catching separately the generic exception, right? However, this will also cause query exception, so it will go here, and since it will not, so here we will not see opportunity in this map because we are querying now leads, so this will be invalid now, and it will return some other error. So like the reference attempts to dereference null object or something like this. So what we can do is, let me just get rid of this and display how generic error looks like when we don't have access to the object. This is the how, because I executed it already when I post the video. So object lead is not supported. So if you are attempting to use custom object, be sure. So it doesn't see lead object at all for the current user because they don't have access to it. Okay. So that's basically it for field level and object level security in Apex for reading data, right? There is also something called security enforced, right? Which is giving you same result here. Secure query including accessible field. And not field, but object also is not. So basically error messages and how security enforced and user mode is treating all these exceptions is different. So for example, so as you can see, security enforced gave us the error that field is inaccessible, however object itself is inaccessible. Security enforced is also older, okay, than with user mode keyword. And security enforced doesn't take into consideration polymorphic fields, and also it doesn't respect it. So it's written actually in official documentation also that if you have here, for example, where something, I don't know, where lead source equals something, right? So whatever you have after where clause, or so when you have like multiple clauses, security enforced doesn't take it into consideration, as well as polymorphic fields. Okay, it doesn't take into consideration polymorphic fields. However, with security enforced, takes into consideration whatever is written after where clause, so it can also see the security of fields which are mentioned after where clauses, and also it takes into consideration polymorphic fields. So it's better to use user mode over security enforced. Okay, so I think that's all about field level and object level security, about reading data. And see you in the next part. Where we will talk about respecting object level and field level securities in DML. And if you enjoyed the video, like this video, press the like button and subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon in order to not to miss future videos, and share this video to your friends and colleagues who are in Salesforce ecosystem. Bye, until next time.